Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. And thank you for joining us on Wednesdays nights for DeFi nights on Wednesdays in Singapore itself. We came about doing having this whole idea of having coffee, and crypto guys kind of talking about it. And because COVID, we are looking into online having a live session for the coffee session. I hope we can actually provide information to you for with regards to this. My fellow kopi drinkers basically are the ones that's actually professionals in the space, and they are none other than Jason. Jason's from Malaysia. Yay! Let's see if I can add you in. Just a quick one. And Jason, hi.
Hello, hi.
Our brother across Singapore. Nice to meet you. And this week we are joined with our regular degenerate, Mr. Steve Good.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, Steve.
Hey, Jason. Nice to see you.
Nice
And
to see you.
our last kopi drinker, she is none other than Adele Wong. Hi, Adele.
Hi.
Thanks for
Hi,
joining us.
Adele.
Hi, guys.
What are you all drinking tonight?
As always.
What are you drinking?
I'm having green tea, man.
Green tea. Steve, what are you
I
having?
thought this was a coffee show.
Yeah, it's a coffee show.
I
I'm a
don't
tea
drink
drinker.
coffee.
Yeah, I'm
I
a
got
tea
the
drinker.
coffee background. I'm making a coffee for the show. Come on. I'm getting into the spirit.
Christmas is starting soon. We're gonna have the Starbucks cup instead.
Well, that's it.
He's not feeling well.
In most of Europe. It's all shut down.
Yeah,
He's not
He's having
feeling
a-
well.
yeah, he's having a bad sore throat or something like that. Yeah, a bad flu, so he's not joining
Well, he
us
could
today.
just sit here and we'll just
How
make fun
timely.
of him. I'm sure he's watching
Well,
us forget about it anyway. So
Yeah, he can be fine.
I'm sure. Well, you guys are in the chat group. You can always ask him and say, "Hey, dude, can you just
Yeah.
come into our session and comment?" So
Leslie, do you
Yeah.
remember his new nickname? I don't know if you've heard about Dunny's new nickname.
no,
No.
what's his new nickname?
We call him Legend Dunny.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Legendary, right? It's quite nice. I think that's a good monkiner as well. So yeah, he can use it for a new show, basically.
Yeah, he
So
doesn't have to be the shitster. He could just be Legend Dunny.
awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah. How
You can
how
make
things with
Legend Dunny
everyone?
and NFTs as well, by the way, Leslie.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure, man. He can actually come up with his own series, man. Basically, yeah. Talking about that,
Does he?
NFTs, right? I'm not sure. Maybe, who knows, man? Yeah. But on that note, for NFTs, I'm paying attention to this XC Infinity on the marketplace, and this is really interesting because if I were to show you guys what's happening now, take a look at this, man, guys.
It's cute.
That,
It's so cute.
that
What-
is.
Yeah. What is it you're trying to show us?
Can you see the highlighted one
No.
over here?
What are you trying to show us? What
Is
is
my screen not sharing?
No, it's sharing. It's just very small. Can you read it out?
Yeah, so it's 212,000 items that NFTs that's in the on their platform. They have 22,000 NFT owners. On the average, is about 0.16 ETH, for one NFT, and the amount that's being traded on the platform is 18,260 Ether.
Is that like
Ethereum.
24 hours reading?
I don't know, man, but this is ridiculously crazy, man. I think it's very popular in Philippines because there's a gamification component to this. They can actually rear, like Tamagotchi and your crypto kitties. They can actually rear,
Now with the yellow one.
Sorry.
Oh, you're
I want
opening your
the
wallet.
Oh no, it automatically links to the wallet. So obviously,
I see.
I need to turn this off, man.
So you got any or not? You got any or not?
No, I've been trying to study about it, so I haven't made my first purchase. I should actually, yeah, I should go for the lower ones, like 0.05 basically. So
I want the cute
Yeah.
one.
It's
More.
really, really
yeah,
It's very
Oh.
dangerous for me.
Mhm.
why?
It's because you use fiat to buy ether,
And then
and
you don't know how
and
much the
you
value of
actually
ether is,
bought
right?
this stupid little thing with fiat, and then I carried away because now I'm like, oh, I want this one. I want like.
See, I got my eye on the yellow one, right? Go back.
And then this
The yellow
one, yes.
one.
Yeah, the yellow one's cute.
That is
Why
what.
everyone's
That is.
Yeah, I have
0.2
no idea, man.
0.2
Show us some more.
ETH is very expensive. It's what, 1 ETH is $600. So
Yeah,
that's
so you can actually go with
120 bucks.
different.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
Can we make our own
120
game?
bucks for a yellow circle with some eyes and a puffy tail.
Yeah.
you should have seen the comments on their community when they were actually talking about their rare ones. I think they were going for 1.5 ETH, bro.
Mm.
Wow.
Can we make
That's
my
How many-
own?
ridiculous.
How many of each one is he selling?
I have no idea, man.
Can you
I'm
just
trying to load it up.
Doesn't it show you like the amount for sale?
Can you
Trying to
just
load it up. Hold on.
Yep. See what
Yeah.
happens?
OpenSea is
Can we
very
make
slow.
our
right now.
own?
Yeah,
Can we?
unfortunately. Yeah, I've been trying to load it up earlier, so yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, there you go.
So people can buy.
Plug-in Duo Blade.
Price declines ends tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah, so I think there's a what do you call declining price range over a period of time. So you can wait for the price to drop, or it depends. Currently, it's listed by one person. We have no offers at the moment. Well, these are the number of properties that they have. So this obviously has 5% of all these. But you can get to play the game, or having this NFT to actually go onto the game site to play.
Oh, that's cool.
This is
Where's the game
so
site?
there you go. Over here, you can go to their,
Well,
there
why
you
don't we
go.
all get like a character and start playing against each other, and we'll just sit here playing next time?
Why don't we make our own game?
Maybe we should just do that.
Okay, that should be quite fun. We should do that actually.
Available now on Binance.
So yeah, Binance is actually selling their thing. So you can even buy land, and the market. They have a marketplace over here, obviously. And the battle thingy. I don't know how they're doing it. But it seems like there you go. You can see actually. Oh, it's on
Arena.
mobile. I'm sorry. Yeah, it should be on a mobile. So you
I
can
think
see
you
over
need to
here.
invite Casey. I think you need to invite Casey onto the show, because
Really?
I kind of think that he has played this game before. Like
Oh wow.
maybe 6 months ago, he was like showing screenshots of these.
But it seems like now there's like a lot of people are talking about it. There you go. You see the battle over here. It's quite cool, But you need to have the NFT and all the cards, basically the ability cards that comes with it. So that's what makes it so expensive, and I think it's even more expensive than Magic the Gathering, man. The
It is.
cards
When you're playing the
cheaper.
game, Leslie, can you lose your card playing, or can you upgrade your card playing?
I have no idea, man. We can
We need to
explore
find
that
out.
function.
This is great
Yeah.
to like play around with. Yeah, this is very cool.
Yeah. But what I can,
I mean, we're going down the DeFi path here, but it's still very cool.
It
yeah,
looks
well,
fun. That's the good thing.
yeah. So they have this whole entire guide where they are going to go for this huge, massive, what do you call, there you go, all the shields and the special items that comes with it, and you have the different classes. So this is a very typical gamification component, where they have 3 different classifications on this. Or even on the other games, you always have your DPS, basically, right? Your damage per. I can't remember what's the meaning of it. Dunstan should know about this, basically. So yeah.
Damage per hit.
I think it's a defender and an attacker or something, all those stats, basically. So you can see over here.
It looks
That's
nice.
which is really cool, basically. So yeah, if you're on the topic of NFTs, I thought we should actually talk about something that I've been paying attention to. And I think Jason, you were on what, Avakochi, right? Does Avakochi have functions like this where they can battle each other?
Avagochi is not yet launched yet. Okay. It's in testnet right now. So the main launch would happen probably Q1 2021.
Oh, okay.
So
are they able to do the same thing, or it's something else?
I would imagine, that the first version, would be something along the lines, but it really looks like Tamagotchi. You get what I mean? You know, last time there was these things, right? Okay, that's what it looks like.
It's a smart thing though. Yeah.
But this just reminds me also of like the Neopets that I used to have.
It is. It
When,
is.
when
Oh my god, that reveals our age.
Neopets, right?
Yeah.
I was still in primary school or something. My sister introduced it to me.
Yeah.
And we were just there refreshing at the shop. And then I had all the refresh timings for every shop. And then at some point,
you had a system. You had a system to go collect this stuff.
Every hour, I think like the 9th minute, the 11th minute, but they would switch it. They would change it every few months because they know that we know.
They need to keep it fresh.
And then, but at that point, there was no in-game. I mean, there were Neo points, but you couldn't actually buy Neo points with fiat. So they were making of merch. So.
Yeah, I think all the merch items are actually making a lot of money. Actually, basically, that's another part of the gamification. Yeah,
I had the soft toys and I had the notebooks, the key rings.
This is quite cool, actually. Abakochi. Yeah, check this out, guys. I mean, I don't know what's the official website, but yeah, they have raffles that's ongoing. This is the 9th of November, actually. But this is like quite cool. You can actually have the different cards and things like that for one character, obviously, and with a different price, and each batch is in the form of NFT that's redeemable. These guys are actually using this protocol quite heavily, aren't they? The 1155 basically. Yeah.
If you scroll up, if you scroll to the top, okay, and go to and click, okay, the main page, right? Their upcoming raffle is kind of exciting actually, because it's they're featuring, okay, Aave, Aave themed, okay, collectibles. Scroll down a little bit.
Aave.
Oh, you need to click on the full article, announcing Aave themed raffle, Click on that.
Just read more.
Yeah,
oh, cool. Even Aave got into the picture. Are they lending through the NFTs? That would be quite cool, man.
So you scroll down. Okay, you scroll down. Right.
Oh, there you go.
This raffle looks more interesting. Okay.
Is this a monthly thing or?
Sorry?
Hey, they've got Captain America, man, and Thor.
They got Captain America, Aave, Captain Aave. Okay, they have Aave. Okay, they can't infringe on these kind of like things.
I'm sure, yeah.
But scroll up a little bit, right? I will be participating in this raffle, and I got a feeling, okay, that it's very interesting because you see the different rarities.
Yeah.
Quite surprised, okay, that the Captain America and the Thor one is uncommon and rare.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and go and get as many of those.
But check out the godlike status one.
Because I like those better than the others.
Yeah, that's quite funny, man. Yeah, I was looking at the how do they even issue the T-shirt and the plush toy, man?
Okay, so how it works basically, if you go to avegochi.com, avegochi.com, right? Maybe I can share my screen better.
Oh yeah, better.
Right.
Do so.
Okay.
Adele was talking about merch, right? Yeah, there you go.
So can you guys see the screen? Oh, you need to put it up, bro.
Yep.
Right. So this is avegochi.com, right? Okay, and my main wallet is connected already. Okay. The first thing, okay, that you can do is that you can, if you want to purchase, okay, any Avagochis, you need to go and get their token, which is the Ghost token, right? And this will bring you basically to their token bonding curve where you can interact with the smart contract and you can get the Ghost token. The Ghost token right now is about 50 cents, US cents, okay, paid in yuan, right? Going back, and then what's next? Okay, there should be a way to basically summon okay, a gold. Not yet. Okay. Anyway, so what happens is that they allow you to buy to go to the shop right now.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and you can buy all these different tickets of different rarities. These are
Right.
raffle tickets. Okay.
Mm.
Now, the way it works is that uh, the currency. Okay, you can stake your ghost tokens right now on mainnet.
Right.
Okay, and you can then when you stake on this, you can earn these tokens called friend. So this is
Okay.
the currency, in-game currency to basically buy these how do I say, these vouchers, right?
Right.
Vouchers. So it's like, for example, the godlike one is 50,000 friends.
Oh,
You know,
right.
okay.
Okay.
I only have 10,000, so it's like this is very very hard to get out, right?
Right.
The mythical one is 10,000 friends. So if I choose to buy one of this, okay, I only
Right.
can buy one, right?
Right.
And then there's this
Are you
like,
guaranteed? Is it guaranteed or is it still a raffle? Like, you
it's
won't
a
know.
raffle. It's a
Right.
raffle. So coming back to this one, okay. Mm, uh, s- Going to maybe I'll just share my entire screen now. Easier. Okay, is my can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Right. So you if you see this right, okay, there is like um you if you want to participate and get the godlike, right,
It's only
godlike
five.
rarity,
Yeah.
that's only five.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the first raffle, I remember what did they say in the first raffle? Okay,
Uh,
so Avaguchi, they're quite, how do I say, active in their thing, right?
yeah.
So right, the first raffle was Chainlink raffle, and 88,000 raffle tickets were entered. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
1,570 godlike tickets people purchase.
Mm.
1,570. So your chance of getting a godlike is like 5 out of 1,570. That's your
Right.
chance. You know what I
Right.
mean? Right.
Right.
And then and you know what, someone, okay, in the first raffle actually um someone actually just only bought one godlike ticket, and he was the lucky one out of the 1,500.
It's like the COE in our in Singapore itself.
Yeah, so what's
Yeah.
that, he what's that, the guy, okay, won. Yeah, it's that in one amazing case, a player entered a single godlike ticket and actually ended up winning the godlike wearable item, and then he sold that, okay, for 15 ETH.
Oh my
So
What?
God.
15 eighth?
yeah.
15 eighth.
Okay,
Wow.
That's like 10 grand US.
15,
More
No.
than that.
can you do the math? 10, what's that, 10 ETH is 6,000
Yeah.
US.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're roughly right. Okay, it's about 9,000 US dollars. Yeah.
This is way too cool, man.
Okay. But again, okay, willing buyer, willing seller. Obviously,
Yeah,
it needs
obviously.
people, okay, would do that. So that's
So the best way
basically
to get started, what's your suggestion for best way to get started if you want to get into this? Is to buy some of the uncommon and
uh,
rare cards?
so, what's that? You can't buy these tickets, okay, without friends, right? So you need to get the ghost ticket. You need to
Mhm.
get ghosts, right? So now this
Oh, I
is
see. So if you don't have Ghost, you can't get the NFT.
Yeah.
if you don't have if you don't have ghosts, you can't get the you can't stake it and you can't earn friends.
Right.
You
So
need to
they're basically making you buy the tokens. That's cool.
Yeah,
Buy the tokens if you want to play.
yeah, right. So Leslie, can you please read out the disclaimer first before I continue?
yes, guys. As per normal, all our shows. This is not financial advice, guys. Thanks, Jason, for the reminder. This is
Very, very
definitely
important.
not a
Okay.
way for you to make money out of this. This is just a gamification of the utility function of a non-fungible token. It is a business that the companies are making. It doesn't guarantee you the kind of profits that, oh no, not even profits, the resale value that Jason had just mentioned, because there's like one in like
Stake GXP or US
15,000
dollars.
yeah, per se. Yeah. So
No, very
please do your
simply
own due
put,
diligence. Yeah.
very simply put, okay, your money, your risk. You
Yeah,
need to wear
yeah,
5 minutes.
yeah.
Okay. I am just showing what I have done.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually let's see, get ghosts. You could see that back in
How much do you get ghosts for? Was it below 50 cents?
yeah. So
Oh, so
when
you technically you are already in profits, basically, right?
so I'm already in profit lah. Okay, when
Mm.
when the ghost token launched, I think about 2 months
2
ago.
months ago,
Right?
yes.
2 months ago, the pre-sale price was around 10 cents.
Right.
And then within a few minutes, okay, of launch, okay, then it basically went to about like 50 cents,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I got in around like 40 cents, okay,
Uh-huh.
and I basically purchased about 1,002. I kind of like basically $500 lah. That's my entry.
All right.
500
Okay.
that is uncommon, okay, for investing into a game. Okay,
Yeah.
normally you want to, it's just like when you want
You
to
will put
purchase
$50 basically
you,
to
you
to
don't
test
put
out the game.
you don't put that amount of money. But
Yeah.
so that's why I say, okay, your money, your risk. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So after that, after you have goals, right?
Then you
Uh,
stake it.
then after that, then what can you do with it? So then you stake it, okay, on you stake it to earn this in-game
Friends.
currency
Yeah.
for friends. Okay.
Mm.
So
What does it mean to stake it? I mean, this is a very new, like a layman question, but what does it mean to stake it? Because of all the games that we grew up playing, we never used to stake. What does it?
okay. So to stake means to lock up your funds. It's kind of like a fixed deposit, and then they will, you do this, and then in return you get that.
Disgusting.
see?
Yes.
Actually,
Technically, yeah,
staking,
technically, right, Adele, in a game, right, when you have in-game currencies that you are using, right, you tend not to put it onto yourself. You tend want to put it into a bank or a version in the game itself, and so that's the gamification component on this staking on the mainnet itself. So this is quite fun because. Previously, when you put into the in-game currency banks, they don't give you a return at all. But in this case, you do get something in return. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I have one viewpoint now. Okay. I do not know whether it's a correct or a wrong viewpoint. I view staking as a way of controlling token velocity. Basically, kind of like uh, in this case, okay, when you have the ghost token, how do you make the ghost token useful before the game launches? You get what I mean or not? Because
Yeah.
right now, once you buy the ghost token and then you cannot do anything with it, then
Yeah.
it just becomes something that you trade it. But right now, there is a function where you can earn in-game currency by staking it. Right? They give you something to do so that it controls the token velocity. Okay, from basically people dumping into the market, right? So this is one way, okay, of looking at it lah, right? So and then there is kind of like this is the rate, okay, of friends, okay, that you can earn, okay, if you stake, okay, one ghost, okay, you will earn one friend a day, right? I have 1,200 ghosts, right? So it's kind of like I'm earning about 1,200 a day lah, and it's been roughly about 2 months already. So I managed to buy what's that? I managed to buy 5 mythical, which is basically
nice.
right.
Wow,
5 mythical tickets, okay, and I really, really want to win the Captain America. Stani, who is the CEO of Aave, if you're listening, okay, yes, I respect you very much, okay, but no, I'm not going to go for this, okay, right?
He can't do anything about it. It's on raffle anyway, dude.
Yeah, no, this kind of like, okay, for anyone who's watching, this is like kind of like my strategy. I kind of got a feeling that the godlike, okay, when the game actually launches, okay, this is speculation again now. Okay, if this game really takes off, I think, okay, the Captain America and the Thor costumes are going to be worth much more compared to this.
Why do you
They
think
are
that? Is it just because of their design, or what's your reason for that?
because I think most people, when it comes to a game, right, they want something cool, okay, and there's only 500, there's only 500 and 250. You know what I mean or not?
Yeah.
All right. If this thing really takes off and like there's 100,000, okay, users or whatnot, who knows? Okay, if let's say for example, how many users in the Axie Infinity? 20,000 users. Okay, there will be a segment of them who will say that, yeah, I'm taking this game seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's I think that's the kind of volume that and adoption that you want people to go to anyway. So
basically, you've got to buy the ghost tokens first. Then you've got to stake the ghost tokens
to get friends.
Right? To get friends tokens, and then you use the friends tokens to buy lottery tickets.
Yeah.
That's basically.
And you can stake it either by the tokens directly, or you can stake them into the liquidity pool.
That's right. You can't buy friends. Right now, you can't buy the friends token. The only way to get friends is through staking.
Or from friends. So if you had friends tokens, you could send them to us, because friends can send friends.
I don't know whether my friends tokens are in. I don't know whether the friends token, okay, is in my wallet. Okay, that's the thing. I know that it's tied to my wallet, but I do not know whether it will appear as a balance in my wallet.
Well, we're not going to ask you to open your wallet on the show.
No, as long as you don't share.
Although if you give your wallet address, who knows what shows up in there?
Jason, we are friends, right? So yay! Yeah. It'll be quite cool if you can send friends your friends token, which is quite.
This is where it goes degen last thing. We start talking about friends with benefits.
With crypto benefits, right? Yeah, we want to be more specific.
Actually, that's kind of like a good idea, Okay, I don't mind giving friends. Okay, like for example, I don't mind. I don't mind. Okay, giving friends to you guys because I got it through staking.
That's. I mean, that's what you want in terms of volatility, right? Adoption, right? Basically, so you give your friends like, okay, what can I do with this, right? Then they go and put in a raffle,
and they buy themselves a coupon or ticket, whatever, from an Aave, Aave.
Yeah, actually, that sounds like a good idea. I think I'm just going to find out whether I can find the token contract address for the friends token and send you guys some friend tokens.
Hey, see, this is what happens. If you don't ask, you don't get.
Everyone sending your public address now.
True. I'll tell you what, okay. And usually I always do what I say I'm going to do. Okay, I will check the Discord, okay, and try to find whether I can find the token contract address and see whether I can transfer it to you guys.
In Chinese, we say, Jason 万岁. He's the king. Thank you very much.
Okay. I will give out. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's look at how much is it a raffle ticket will cost. Okay, 500 friends, right? Okay, so I'll give you guys 1,000 friends each. Okay.
Wow, amazing.
Each. Okay.
Just for attending this show.
And just for Leslie, okay, for the first 5 people who put a comment, okay, and said that I want this, okay, and get in touch with you, then I'll also get 1,000 as well.
Thanks, Jason. That's provided if I have enough viewers. That's the thing. We need a drive for that. We did not talk
we need to pay you for this.
Yeah.
You're basically increasing their adoption.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, as with all channels, right? I mean, we won't know till I mean, or rather, for today's session, I did not plan for talking about Abakochi in the first place. I mean, we happened to talk about Axie and NFTs, and then we led to Jason sharing his experience, and now we're gonna have free friends tokens. So yes, we have our friends who just joined in. If you do not know, guys, Jason's gonna give out 1,000 friends to in total. So the fastest fingers move to comment and say I want friends. Okay, just say type in now I want friends. Jason will contact you directly because you guys are from our communities anyway. So if you want friends, Jason, why don't you show the page again? Then comment.
Just say I want
No?
friends. Just say I want friends. Okay, and the first 5. Okay.
Comment here.
Let me keep
I
track.
can only comment in the private chat.
You no, not. Oh, okay. Private check not included.
I can't put a comment in the.
Okay,
in the
okay. I'll tell you what. For Adele, we will say you want friends, and for Adele and Steve. All right. I'll give you a privilege. Don't say don't have for joining us on a Wednesday night. Yeah, and Steve.
I
want
joined.
friends.
I'm here.
They want friends.
I caught this mess. Jason, I'll get you back with another project. I promise.
Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
This
It's
is
more
what-
matter.
Oh no, this
This
is the
is
way
what,
crypto goes, man. You use
yeah,
a
that's
handshake.
right, man.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
So cool. So what you guys need to do is to private message Jason your public wallets, not your private keys, okay? For goodness sake, if it's about time you haven't learned, you please message your public key, Ethereum wallet addresses to Jason.
Yes, public addresses. Please don't send me your private keys.
Don't send, yeah. Jason, why don't you share the screen for the latecomers? I think some of them just joined. What Friends is about. Just a quick one again. For
It's
those
very
people
cool.
who missed
Just
it.
a whole
yeah.
episode on Friends.
Right. So basically, Friends is an in-game currency, okay, for Agogochi, where you can participate, okay, in this game, right? You can get right now. Let's say I'm giving away 1,000 friends, right? You can basically, one rare ticket, okay, is 500 friends. You can basically get this amount. So let me find out, okay. This is with conditions. I need to find out what the token contract address for the friends is, and then should be able to transfer it out. Should be able to.
If you cannot, then it's okay, guys. It's experimental, please. This is because Abakochi is going to be in what version 2 or something like that is coming up front. Yeah, so you can actually buy the raffle tickets, which is quite cool.
I want to make my own game.
What?
I just want to make my own game.
You want to make your own game?
You think it's that easy, Adele?
I want to see your feng shui thing.
No, I make them or make them into dim sums.
Oh, I love dim sum.
Right?
I love dim sum.
Adele, if it's one thing on the show, like we've mentioned before, be careful about giving out ideas. If you say dim sum, tomorrow you'll see a DeFi token that's got dim sum.
Right. They need to give me some dim sums.
All right. Okay. So cool. Okay.
I'm just gonna quickly type this in. Jason's giving away, 1,000 friends to the first.
While Leslie is doing that, are you guys farming anything lately?
Are we farming anything lately?
Steve, are you farming anything lately?
Not at the moment, no, because
it's pretty boring, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking for something exciting right now, and I haven't found it, but I'm waiting.
It's probably the most boring bull market ever.
I think because it's all about Bitcoin right now, and as soon as Bitcoin levels off a bit, and Ether starts to move, because I mean, if you look, actually, it's interesting you say that, because if you think back to the 2017, 2018 run, Ether was going up with Bitcoin, and Ether around this time was around $1,200, right? It's half the value right now. So all the alts are suffering along with Ether right now, I think. They're not getting the same, relatively speaking, they're not getting the same level of momentum and activity. I think if we cool off just a little bit on Bitcoin and it goes sideways for a bit, which frankly we probably needed to do, then we'd probably see Ether move. We'd see more activity in the altcoin space because everyone's moving everything to Bitcoin right now. But if the altcoin space moves, then I think the DeFi space will get really exciting real quick.
Why would everyone move to Bitcoin at the moment? I thought they would be,
because it's moving. There's a lot of hype, and actually right now it's all institutional investors buying. And you know how hype stirs people to get in, and they buy at highs, not lows. So, but it's not really the retailers buying, because if you do searches on Google, it's not a trending search term, buy Bitcoin. Not at all. So it's all institutional buying right now. And Dunny said that before too. And I've checked other ways to find out, and I've had the same information come back to me. It's definitely not retail buying right now, but in the crypto space, it might be because we're already here.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of hype and there's a lot of FOMO right now.
Institutional FOMO. I like it.
Institutional FOMO. That's the way you go. Yeah. We'll call it iFOMO.
iFOMO. Oh, that's a new meme. iFOMO. Yeah.
No, I mean, I was going to ask why is it going up? How did it bounce back up to 19?
That is a very good question, and something that is actually even beyond what I can comment, because if you look at the how do I say, the market in general, right? Okay, I've been observing crypto market cap largely driven because of Bitcoin price gone up. Bitcoin price, when I was in the jungle, Bitcoin price was 10K, right? Out the jungle, Bitcoin price went up to 14K.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that.
Jungle, and then it went up to 19K. So I think Jason should go back into the jungle as well.
I think we're all going to join you this time.
And but I think that the market cap, right? Okay, went up from 500 billion to like 2 days ago when Bitcoin was like not 2 days ago, just yesterday, when Bitcoin was like just about to hit 20,000, right? The market cap was around like 585 billion. Okay. But then just a day ago, when everybody was like, oh, okay, sell, dumb, right? The market cap was about 515 billion. So that's about like 60 to 70 billion, okay, of money going in and out of crypto.
Yeah.
I that's beyond me. I do not know who can orchestrate that 70 billion. Okay, definitely not retail. Okay,
No.
I was hoping someone can give some insight.
Danny's not around. Sorry, man.
Where are you?
Yeah. You guys, I told
Danny's
you guys
got the man flu.
Man flu, yes.
What is clear, however, that is different from Adele, what is clear that is different from 3 years ago, for example, is that institutional interest is now real. US public listed companies are buying Bitcoin, okay, almost on a weekly basis. We are seeing, another one. There's a website called bitcointreasuries.org, okay, which was only one community fella basically created this website to trace, okay, how many public listed companies are doing that. I think in total, it's like 600,000 Bitcoin in total that they bought, and that represents 4%, okay, of the entire Bitcoin, circulating Bitcoin. And we just need to ask ourselves, is this list, it's a very short list, okay? Maybe I can just share it up on the screen, bitcointreasuries.org. Here we go. Chrome tab, bitcointreasuries.org. So this is it's a community website. MicroStrategy is the biggest buyer, okay, recently. I think Block.one is the biggest buyer. No, Grayscale to date has 2%. Okay, at the bottom there, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. So 1 month ago, okay, this list was only, this, one page can see. Now it looks like it's grown bigger already, right? So it's grown, okay, from 600,000 BTC the last time I checked to 800 BTC. This is, to me, a very bullish indicator, okay? The question you have to ask yourself is this list going to grow? Okay, are more institutional investors going to wake up to the fact, okay, that keeping cash, US dollars in their balance sheet is not as wise as maybe keeping something like Bitcoin as a reserve asset? So if more public listed companies, okay, do that, and if people are already starting to do it right now, okay, like Forbes, you start seeing things like Forbes on CNBC and Bloomberg almost on a daily basis, right? And not on the retail level. Usually that will also have a lagging effect, right? So, because imagine if you're a US public listed company right now and you said that, okay, we should do this. It's not going to happen tomorrow. You need to go through a lot of due processes. It would MicroStrategy took about like maybe 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Okay, so it will probably, we would see the effect, okay, of this. Meanwhile, okay, there's only 18 million Bitcoin,
Yeah.
and 13.5 million Bitcoin, okay, is hodled.
Mhm.
And so this is bullish indicators, and that is why I think, okay, that the price is going up. Only natural.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
being squeezed.
That's the question, Adam.
It's interesting about the private stuff down below because I think there's probably more people with private than is what's showing here.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, some of them are foundations, but there's also individuals who have a lot of coins, and those names aren't showing up, which is interesting.
Mhm.
You know, and I don't know if it's like, for example, I know Tim Draper has a lot, but I don't know how much he has.
He's
Relatively
not gonna.
speaking.
He's not gonna advertise and tell everyone how much he has.
Oh, I think it's reasonably public because he bought it in an auction off of the FBI or something crazy like that. So,
well, that
I think
was only that was for the investment into CoinHarco, which is in Singapore itself. That was 4 or 5 years ago, basically.
Yeah, I know. It's
that
just
was for the
curious
Silk
because
Road,
I wonder how many of the whales could potentially like land on that list or close to it, or early miners, but they just don't show. I mean, like Satoshi Nakamoto's not on there.
obviously. Obviously.
I mean, if you think about it, so today what's that? I somebody shared with me, okay, an article, okay, about uh, if I were to ask you, right, all of you, can you give a guess how many Bitcoins are lost?
5 million.
4 million.
Wow, you guys know, okay, this fact already. Okay, it's not news. Yeah, I used to underestimate this. Okay, my estimate, okay, of the number of Bitcoin lost is only 5%. That's what I thought it was, right?
No.
Okay, chain analysis. Somebody shared with me, okay, somebody from the community shared with me, okay, an article that chain analysis estimate that about like 4 million Bitcoins are lost forever, which is like a lot. So if you minus off, okay, out of 18 million, 4 million, there's only 14 million left, right? And then Satoshi has 1 million, right? So there's 10 million left, right? Yeah, and then if 70% of it is hodled, then there's only 3 million, okay, available for purchasing. And out of the 3 million, 800,000 already taken up by institutions. So that's really, really a shortage. So 2021, okay, looks like it's going to be a very interesting year.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm waiting for the correction.
Yeah, we are waiting for the correction.
Everyone's waiting for the corrections.
Everybody is waiting, okay, for a lower Bitcoin price. Definitely, okay. We always buy low, sell high, not the other way around. But if Bitcoin does go to the moon, okay, are you complaining?
Yeah, because I sold everything.
Yeah, then you miss the opportunity, right? Yeah. So yeah. So it's pretty boring, but it's good. You know, it's good.
I found an article that says how many Bitcoins are lost. It says 20% are unrecoverable. So that's quite a substantial amount, which is 4 mil, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is quite interesting.
That's crazy though. I mean, how can we allow? At some point, someone's gonna try and like create something or some way to recover this shit, right?
No,
It's not possible.
That's not possible, Adele. It's
So
not possible.
That's the beauty of it, Adele. This stuff's so secure that if you lose it, you lose it.
Yeah.
And also it doesn't get hacked.
And this is the best part, right?
You know, Craig Wright's been trying to hack Satoshi's wallet with hundreds of servers in Australia for months, and he's not managed to crack it.
Yeah.
And he's burning tons of money trying to get access to the damn thing, and he probably never will.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly never will, because it's too hard to crack. That was the whole point of it.
So
Jason, check this out, man.
Hmm.
This analysis says that 1,500 Bitcoins are lost every day, meaning to say there's people buying
Every
Bitcoin.
day?
Yeah, it says here. It says here. I don't know. I don't know where he gets the data from.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, you can question that.
So there is a video, okay, that I'm going to share in the private chat, right? And then Leslie, you can share it out in the group, right?
Mhm.
Um, you're sharing your entire screen, bro. What's that? This uh, this is a video from Andres Antonopoulos about can people guess private keys, right? And the short answer basically is it's very, very, very difficult. Okay, and then he does a very good job, okay, of explaining how difficult to guess a private key is. Basically trying to guess an atom, to pick an atom in the entire universe. That is basically how difficult it is to go and guess. That's the short answer. Mm, um,
Okay,
odd,
done.
mm, other things, okay. What are the things, okay, are exciting, okay, to talk about, okay, in DeFi particularly, Leslie?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you guys, I know Ether 2.0 is happening, right? So any thoughts on that, basically? Because we talked about it previous weeks. Is the price considered as suppressed or it's undervalued at this point of time, in your opinion? Because I've heard traders, telling me that because of the DeFi movement, Ether is not supposed to be where it's supposed to be, and because of that, the price is supposed to go up. And does Ether 2.0 help to bring the price up in next year as well? So that is the target anyway. So yeah, I would love to hear your opinions on this.
Steve, what do
Uh,
you think? From trader's point of view, technical
Well,
analysis wise,
so
okay,
I mean,
how's
the thing is, it's always about scarcity versus abundance, and I think the thing about staking is it makes less coins available.
mm-hmm.
So in theory, if more and more people are staking and it squeezes the total supply available for trading, then the price should go up.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
That plus generally Ether trading against Bitcoin is pretty low, relatively speaking. So if you just look at historical trading, it should trend back up to at least twice where it's at in terms of relative value to Bitcoin. But I feel like this whole staking thing should drive the price up, but it hasn't happened yet. But sometimes there's a delay between the staking occurring and then people going, "Oh, stuff's staked," and all of a sudden the buyers come in and start buying and pushing the price up, and it spikes, and you don't see it coming. So I think it's
Yeah.
kind of like we're ahead of the curve here talking about it, and most people are unaware that it's happened. So I feel like Ether's on the verge of a tear, but that's not financial advice. It's just
Yeah.
what I think.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
ahead, Jason.
What's that? The so leading up to ETH 2.0 phase zero, right? Okay. A lot of people were skeptical
Mm.
whether that they're going to hit their target of 500,000 ETH being staked, okay, for phase zero,
Yeah.
which is a lot actually, okay. And if you think about it, it's roughly about like eight. The minimum to stake is 32 ETH,
Correct.
and it is a one-way. The long story short of it is that it is a one-way ticket. Once you
Yeah.
stake, you're not going to get it back. Okay, you can't unlock it. Okay, for
Yeah.
like the next 2 years
Yeah.
until 2.0 actually fully launches.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that they did, okay, I think 7 days ago, roughly about 7 days ago, achieved their target where of 500,000. I
Like a
think
lot
about
more.
a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Within 24 hours, basically, they were 50% trailing, and then suddenly, boom, 24 hours,
Yeah.
all the people came in.
Yeah.
And the fact that they have done that is an
Mm-hmm.
achievement. It's a really, really good sign, okay, for ETH, okay, the people who believe in ETH, they put their money where their mouth is,
Yep.
okay, locking it for 2 years away. It's really a good thing. I don't think a lot of Malaysians can do that. I don't think a lot of maybe Singapore, I don't know, you guys need to tell me, okay, but I don't think a lot of Malaysians can do that. 32 ETH is
It's
32,
19,000. Yeah, it's USD.
it's a lot of money, okay,
Yeah, it
and
is.
really, really challenging times, okay.
Yeah.
Mm. Uh, yeah, that's what I think, okay, about
It,
ETH 2.0.
it's quite crazy, man, because I had the privilege that I shared with you guys, right? It's the ETH calculator for this, the official one. Someone shared it. It's on Telegram anyway. You can look for it. ETH2 calculator, and we actually saw this. I'll just send a quick link out to you guys. so that people can actually see where it is. So if it's on Telegram, you can actually see this, information over here, and they actually shared
Cool.
that information out in terms of like how much to be a validator on the staking itself. Yeah, so that's why it is like, hey, Jason, you changed your background for this topic. Where are you getting all the artwork from, man? I'm
That's
jealous.
hilarious.
Yeah, where do you get artwork from, man? Oh, that's nice. I'm jealous now,
That's
man. Yes,
awesome.
it has to be the unicorn, right?
It's yeah. I just like this.
Adele,
That's so
you
funny.
got any questions on Ethereum 2.0? Yeah.
Not really. What I would want to ask, Steve kind of also already answered.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, whether price will go, how if price will go, okay, in the 2021.
Yeah, and compared to Bitcoin,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not moving in the same direction that as it used to against Bitcoin, right?
So the same mindset happens at this point of time, right? So 5 years ago, when we talk about Bitcoin was at $600 or $700. It's the same as where Ether is at this point of time. The question you have to ask yourself is: do you see the potential of Ether 5 years down the road, going up to where Bitcoin is? I doubt it will be the same. But however, is it an opportunity that we should be putting ourselves into in the first place? Because of the DeFi movement, you are definitely going to use ETH without regardless, right? And you can actually stake your ETH now with the DeFi movement itself. Who knows? And this is a suggestion, right? I do not know. Someone may come up with an LP that comes in and say, why don't you stake your ETH and then we can do it together? Some degenerate will do that, basically.
That is already
idea.
done.
But I mean, during October,
Yeah.
you guys,
Yeah.
October was when you guys told me to get a bit of Ether.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Did you?
But Adele, let me ask you: Have you
I
tried?
don't know what you say.
Have you tried anything on DeFi?
No,
No.
I'm waiting to learn about how to do that.
Jason can give you a crash course, man. Trust me. After 1 hour, my mind was blown.
Really, I'm not.
It's still, I'm still struggling.
Doing it maybe 1-2 weeks from now. Okay, because next week I'm doing it. I'm doing Bitcoin for beginners again.
Yeah.
All right, do it alternate Wednesdays. Maybe I'll do one. Okay, alternatively, but yeah. Maybe I just share something. Okay, which I am doing right now. It's quite boring actually, but it would give you an idea of what DeFi
That's not selling it, buddy.
It doesn't need to sell it.
No, it's really.
I'm just joking.
It's really. What's that? Let me just share. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, why I love DeFi so much. Okay, because DeFi is basically allowing us to do more. Okay, with our assets.
Yeah.
Okay. Bitcoin is great. I love Bitcoin. Bitcoin is my digital gold. Okay. But very quickly, Bitcoin can be boring because all you do is just hodl. Okay. Well, again, all respects. Okay, to Steve. Okay, I still respect traders. I'm just not a very good one. Okay. So that's why I love DeFi because DeFi. Okay, you get to do a lot more, right? Okay, and one of them, okay, is basically you can earn fees. Okay, like for example, you can put your bitcoins, okay, to work either in a lending protocol like Compound, and uh, when people want to borrow Bitcoin, okay, your Bitcoin is there, and people are paying, say, a high interest, say like 5%, right? And then you earn 1%, okay, maybe something like that.
Jason, you're sharing a screen, right?
I'm sharing my screen. So one of the things that I was looking at that came onto my table on November 17 was Bancor. Bancor is actually
A very old project, actually.
actually Bancor is the first one that introduced the AMM, the automated market maker, that Uniswap is famous for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but Bangkok didn't get the kind of traction that Uniswap did.
No.
Right.
The biggest reason, probably the biggest reason, the biggest criticism on Bangkok is that they raised money through an ICO,
Yep.
and they did not achieve what Uniswap did. So that's the biggest criticism.
Yeah.
But in terms of, like, for example, reputation, they've been around since 2018 or even before that. They have resources. Okay, they have a good team. They have a good reputation. So what's that? Recently, they announced that they are giving away what's that, liquidity incentive program, right? Okay, which starts already on November 17, but it will start paying out on December 8. So I went to go and check out the Bangkok liquidity pools.
What's the
right?
U like? Yeah.
Okay, so this is an example, of
Jason, you say this is boring stuff, but I can tell you that a lot of people still don't understand this, and this is not boring to them actually. It's boring to you only because you have been doing this for the past 6 months.
If you're looking for something to like make money from it and get like really crazy.
Exactly, man.
What's the outcome of the research you did with Bangkok? Where's it going? Is it got legs to go somewhere? Or like, what's your thought?
wait a minute.
Steve, you should ask Danny on this because Danny's
Cliffhanger.
got close context to Bangkok. You should
Oh, I know people in Bangkor as well. I like to get the outsider point of view that, they'll tell me it's great, but I want to know what it looks like on the outside.
Okay, cool.
So I love the interface. Okay, I think it's very
simple.
clean.
Yeah.
Can you guys see what I see
beautiful.
right now? Right.
Yeah.
So they have the swap function. Okay, just like Uniswap, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
They have the swap function,
yeah.
and you could see that in terms of liquidity, okay, not as high as Uniswap. There's only 83 million. Right? 83 million. I mean, like 83 million. Okay, come on, it's a huge
That's
number.
still quite a lot.
It's still quite a lot. Okay, but
Yeah.
when you compare to Uniswap, when you compare to Aave, okay, you're like, that kind
Oh,
of.
and Bangkok's price is at $1.
So
Not
so they release these pools, right? Okay.
Right.
And what it is that they are incentivizing people to basically add liquidity, right? So there's an ETH pool, there's a Bitcoin pool, there's a USDC pool. So I decided, to basically earn from this pool. I will earn about, so this pool is earning about $391, of fees. That is the people the Bitcoin owners who put their Bitcoin in here, they will earn this, and then it will divide proportionately to everyone in the pool. So that's roughly about calculated at 1.61% a year, right? That's not a lot, okay? But I will be receiving this. I'll be receiving 67.22% APR, in Bangkok tokens. Okay, these are the liquidity incentives, that was announced in the article just now on November 17th.
Yeah.
Right. So what's really cool is that another thing that's really cool is that there's the option of providing single-sided exposure, right? So this is a little bit an advanced topic, Adele, but one of the things, that people face in Uniswap is impermanent loss, which means that when I participate in a pool like this, if Bitcoin demand suddenly goes very up, my net position, by participating in this pool is that people would take up my Bitcoin and I will have more Bangkok tokens than Bitcoin, but I don't want that. I don't want that. So I chose to put in a single sided position. So so this is like my position in
So is that like saying you're only putting in one side of the liquidity pool and not the other?
Yes, I'm putting only a one-sided and it's protected. Right. And the beautiful thing about what Bangkok is doing is that they do it via insurance. It's quite different from Dodo, for example. Dodo is doing some kind of like algorithm, arbitrage. things like that, to ensure that the liquidity providers. So in the case of Bancor, it is different. In the case of Bancor, there is like a limited slot. Okay, so when they announced this in 17 November, there is like limited space to get single-sided protection. You can still earn the liquidity incentives from the pool right now, the APR that you saw just now, but you need to provide dual-sided liquidity. Okay, because the insurance have already been taken up already, right? So what is really cool I like about this, okay, is that it's been 12 days since then, and you could see that I earn about like $1 a day in Bitcoin in terms of fees.
Oh, that's not too bad.
So I like to see my Bitcoin going up.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is, Adele. So Bitcoin is great. Bitcoin is my digital gold, right? But by learning DeFi, okay, you can do more with your Bitcoin. You can actually, grow your Bitcoin, okay, through the many decentralized finance products. So that's what DeFi is all about.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So why not just put it into something like blockchain.com or Celsius, where they give you 5% per year in Bitcoin?
So the difference between that
You can't withdraw the next day. You can do it immediately. Quite for the other platforms. Yeah.
The difference between Celsius, BlockFi, and Nexo is that those are still centralized services, right? They're custodial services. You have money in them. They do something with the thing, and then these are DeFi means, okay, that is non-custodial, right? It's non-custodial. Okay, you're not interacting with any intermediaries, right?
Yeah.
So the risk here is that you're trusting in the security, in the safety of the smart contracts, right? Okay, so I've just put 0.3 Bitcoin in this because I am assuming that this smart contract is safe. But that's the risk. Okay, that is my exposure. Okay, one thing that can happen is that somebody finds a vulnerability, okay, in this, right? So
they exploit, and then you're screwed.
Yeah. So so these are the risks that you're taking, okay, if you experiment with DeFi.
Yep.
So then that brings me to just because I sold my Bitcoins. I'm just waiting to come back in, and the full moon was 2 nights ago, so we're still. What do you think, Steve? What are your thoughts?
Well, it was 2 nights ago, and what did it do this morning?
Didn't it go up?
They went up again, and then now
it dropped all the way down to 18,100 and pumped all the way to 19,100, 200 or something like that in a matter of
1 day.
Yeah. So did it come a bit early, like the full moon, and did the pump come right afterwards, a little earlier than normal, possibly? Or maybe we see another pump in a day or two, because normally full moon, it's about 3 to 5 days afterwards that we see something happen. But I mean, it was 2 days after the full moon, and I said it always happens after. So it doesn't have to be a big pump, but there's always something. But 1,000-point move 2 days after a full moon is still, I think it's a pretty decent pump after a full moon. So I'd say our full moon call is still in play. It's still valid.
I mean, but it was, come on. It's like 5 days ago, it was at 16,700. No, 16,000
Yeah,
lower.
but remember what I said is that there's a full moon, and then 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 days later, there'll be
3 to 5.
3 to 5 days, generally, there'll be a pump of some sort. I didn't say it's going to go to the moon, and I'm not concerned with the previous lows or the previous highs. All I know is that 3 to 5 days after a full moon, there'll be some sort of pump, and you see it go up. It doesn't matter how much it goes up, and then boom, exit. It might be 100 points, and it might be 1,000 points. Yeah. So I would say in this particular instance, we saw a full moon. 2 days later, it pumped 1,000 points. I'll take that as a win, and people can check in next month and find out what happens again.
I feel like 18,000.
And now that we've proven it, I'm doing it next time.
18,700 is like not my entry point.
No, but you see, Adele, you were asking for when's the next dip, right? This is gonna happen. It's gonna dip now after the pump, right? So yeah. Well, that's crossing fingers.
Yeah, I mean, maybe where the new moon comes, we'll get a dump again. I mean, if we want to play, Jason, we've been playing astrology on this channel for a little while. Just
So
full moon, new moon game.
Can you share me your thesis about the full moon? Okay, Adele.
It's actually Steve's thesis. So full moon prices will go down, and the new moons they come up.
So basically, whenever there's a full moon, there's usually a bottom, and about 3 to 5 days after a full moon, the coin tends to pump some amount, and then new moons tend to be like just after new moons, you tend to see the coin drift downwards. But I wouldn't say there's enough of a correlation to short on new moons, but there's certainly a much higher correlation with full moons and pumps.
It's so it happens every 15 days, right? The moon cycle.
Well, the full moon is every 30 days, right?
Yeah.
The full moon is every 30. Then so it's 15 days to the new moon. So then the next new moon is 14 December. Our last full moon was the 30th. So that's when the coin came. Like
the
2 days after.
29th of December, is it?
The next new moon is 14 December. That's when we expect to see it go up. Is it?
No. It's it already went up. So what we're expecting with a new moon is it might drift downwards before another pump from the full moon. But as I said, I don't really rely on the new moon because the data is not as significant as full moon data.
Yeah.
Right. So the next full moon is 29.
Right.
But this
so
is
we'll have a New Year's pump, which is great.
Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna have like 3 days. So maybe let's call it the 2nd of January.
Okay.
2nd of January, let's say that we're going to see a pump on the 2nd of January. And I said, it might be 100 points, it might be 1,000 points, but probably like around the 2nd of Jan, we'll see some sort of pump on that day. 3rd of Jan, 2nd of Jan, something like that.
Yeah. So Adele can just confirm this, right? Because most of
the
trends we see, but most of the trends are like that. Because during the holiday seasons, everyone don't trade, and then there's like a lull period, right, for that 2 weeks. Especially from Christmas to the New Year's itself. And then you have a small little pump or, like a small little movement before Chinese New Year. And so this whole period of time is the best time for you to actually start looking at the prices, because that's when the prices are always at its shopping best, I would say. But that's just from a very traditional repetitive trend every year that I've seen over time since 2015, 2016. In fact, I first experienced it in 2015. I didn't believe it for myself, to be honest.
So I just share my screen real quick since we've already overrun. I'll just show you real quick, Jason, what I was talking about.
Yeah. Then plus the new moon data that Steve just shared, Adele. So you have two data sets already, basically, to make your decision. Yeah.
But I mean, it's not at the price that we thought it would. It's not even close to the price we thought re-entry would be reasonable at.
I think it's good. Okay, I believe that everybody should have a thesis. Your thesis is definitely very, very interesting. Okay, and unique. Okay, you should. The fact that you're working with Steve, okay, to basically monitor. Is that the moon? Is that basically
the ones the dark? Yes, there's actually an indicator on TradingView that shows this degenerative stuff. So you actually literally plug it in and it shows it. So it's called a full moon or new moon indicator, or whatever. So yeah, these are all the full moons. And what you'll see is what I did is I just drew up a little there's a full moon and there's an upward trend. There's a full moon, upward trend, full moon, that's a small one, right?
Yeah.
There's a full moon and a move up, a full moon and then a move up.
Yeah.
A full moon and then move up. It's just consistent. I mean, you can see it again and again right there. And then it went up. Well, it kept going. But if you assume that you just play it up to a certain point, then if the new moon comes, get out.
Yeah.
I kind of go with the thesis, get in just after the full moon, get out when the new moon comes, and then wait. Now, this one, from this new moon to this full moon did go down. Yep. So did this one. But this one did not. So I'm not going to play on that side of it because it's less reliable.
Correct.
But here's another full moon, pump, full moon, and already you see it's pumping.
Yeah.
This is very interesting. I would do this. Okay. I'm willing to experiment. Okay. Every time, okay, that there's a full moon, okay, I'll put in $100 on Bitcoin. and then see what happens over 12 months.
I'll hold you to it, bro. So you have to show us your trading.
Basically, we could do it together, and we'll trade it together and see what happens, man.
Yeah, we should do that. We should do that. Yeah, $100.
Okay, and then I'm also willing to give Adele 5% of the profits. Because she can buy the strategy.
Same here.
Just like the yen protocol.
So much
Okay.
love.
Okay.
I know.
and
I'm
then
the
if we-
only person
if
not
we
giving a
don't
coin
give it
today is
right now.
Leslie. Like, shame on you, Leslie.
But
You guys
you know,
are horrible, man.
just like the yen protocol, the person that comes up with the strategy gets a cut.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
The idea came from
Adele
Adele,
asked the question.
so
I'd already,
it's only
Adele
right that
asked
she
the question.
charges
I'd already
5%.
spotted this like 2 years
Yeah.
ago. But to be honest, Jason, I've never actually tried to implement it. But I'm game to play, and you and I can just have a bit of fun with this, and we'll make a call together. Like, okay, full moon just happened. When should we buy? Just or when should we do something?
Just try it out. Just try it out and see what happens.
Yeah.
So it's $100
I've
on
got
Steve.
300 USDT sitting
Yeah.
on the side. And maybe what I'll do is I'll just park the USDT into Binance and I'll just report the results from it. Because I mean, what else am I going to just? I don't need the USDT.
That would be
just
damn cool. That would be very
sitting there.
cool. Yeah, that would be very cool. Yeah. Steve, I think if on that note itself, we'll message each other, okay, to see who's interested to test this theory out. We are in the group chat itself. I think that's the best. So $100, I don't think it's too much for us to.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
quote unquote,
We'll have a bit
to-
of fun with this.
Yeah. And then, well, you can buy us some Christmas gifts if it's.
It's called
after
passive
or
income,
Chinese,
Adele.
Yeah. On
Okay,
that note, guys.
Best yield
But
ever.
No, we're still nowhere. We're still at 19, right? We've been talking for weeks. When
That's
it's gonna
fine.
come down.
Honestly, we don't want it to go skyrocketing up like that. 'Cause it's gonna, okay, think of it like
It's
this,
not-
like an airplane. How does an
Yeah.
airplane fly? It goes straight across, it inclines like this, right?
Yeah.
If you take an airplane and you go like that, what do the engines do?
Woo!
Yeah, I don't want it to go up
And then the
right now.
airplane goes straight down, and that's exactly what happened in 2018. We
Yeah.
don't want
Right.
that. We want that airplane to stay level and go up
Yeah.
a bit and go down a bit and whatever. And that's just the way a plane flies. Exactly. Jason's with me on that. Yeah.
But I'm waiting for
Yeah,
the correct.
like this.
So we said that in December, institutions need to get out, right? They need to close their positions, and then that's when.
normal. That's normal. So that's why at the end, when everyone is, going on a holiday, you have your positions closed, and that's where you set your moon, right? The price just goes down. When the
So if
start
that's
of
the
the new
case,
year,
Adele, then the new moon, then the full moon works perfectly, right? If they all close
Exactly.
their positions on the 30th of December and they're back to work on the third probably of Jan,
yeah,
and we enter a day early,
yep.
tell
Yeah,
me
you
how
never know.
possibly we could go wrong on this one, playing the full moon game and forgetting institutional and fundamental stuff.
Purely, so what I'm suggesting is basically Adele has a thesis. Okay, let's test out the thesis. Don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
Before the full moon, okay, just test it out.
So
Okay.
basically, what we've come
Actually,
to
Steve.
Huh?
It was actually Steve who found it. I just pulled it out of my ass, and Steve was actually
actually,
starting it.
You
I
can
just
share
validated it for.
you can share 5% with Steve. It's up to you.
No, it goes to Adele. I don't need it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
All right, man. Okay,
Adele's
guys.
the one that called me out, and made me put it on the show.
Yeah, I think the next time round when we keep doing this, it'll be quite funny. This is quite a good content for us
But
to
the
leave it on
funny-
anyways.
the funny thing,
Super
Jason-
degenerate.
Yeah.
Jason, the funny thing is that normally when you talk in trading terms, you talk technical, which is the charts, and fundamental, which is the news. But we've now just gone another level. It's like we got technical, fundamental, and astrological.
Yeah. All right, man.
Exactly.
Guys,
We're
we're out of here, man. We've come to the end. We've overrun by 15 minutes already, basically. So we'll take this onto our group chat itself. Those who have listened in, $100. All right, so there you go.
All
right, see you guys again.
Along. See you, girl.
Yeah, see you on
Good night.
next Wednesday again, man,
All right,
guys.
see you all later.